Hey y'all, today I'm creating a colorful birthday card with the Hero Arts Best Gift Ever collection. This card features hot foiling, rainbow ink blending, die cutting, heat embossing, splatter, and plenty of shimmer for a fun gift-filled design. Hi, this is Kelly Wicker. Welcome back to my channel and my craft room. I'm so happy to have you here. You'll find links to all the supplies that I used below, including Hero Arts products and my favorite Simon Hurley inks. So I hope you all stay tuned. For today's card project share, I'm creating with the Best Gift Ever bundle from Hero Arts. I purchased this collection myself, but I'll have my affiliate links to Hero Arts listed in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. This is such a fun and versatile collection. While it's perfect for holiday crafting, don't let the name fool you. You can easily use it for birthdays, celebrations, and so many other occasions throughout the year. The bundle includes the gift boxes die set. You also get the gorgeous gift wrap layering stencils and the Wrap It Up letter press and foil plate. Together they give you they just give you everything you need to create beautifully wrapped presents on your cards. You can make tags and other paper crafting projects with this set. One of my favorite things about this collection is how much you can customize it. You can dress up the gift boxes with fun patterns like stars, stripes, and polka dots using the layering stencils, creating eye-catching backgrounds and unique gift designs every time. And you don't even have to use the layering stencils. You could just do it without too. So whether you prefer bright and playful or elegant and sophisticated, this bundle gives you so many creative possibilities, y'all. It's a really fun set. This is definitely one of those collections that earns a permanent spot in your craft room because you'll find yourself reaching for it long after the holidays are over. So I decided to go ahead and make a birthday card with this set. Here it is. Let me bring it in. I love how it turned out. Super fun. This is actually a birthday card for my husband. I love how shiny and all that hot foiling. It's really pretty. And the heat embossing on the sentiment, it turned out really great. I can't wait to show it to him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started making this card. I'm starting today's card by doing a little hot foiling with the Wrap It Up letterpress and foil plates from the Best Gift Ever collection. This is such a cool collection. I love this set so much. This set is perfect for creating gift themed cards with beautiful bows and ribbon detail. This large plate is really neat. It creates bows and ribbon on every single gift in just one press. It also includes a sweet sentiment that says, "A little something just for you," although I'm not using that one today. So this set even comes with a clear template to help with perfect placement. Today I'm using my Glimmer system along with my Spellbinders Platinum 6, and hopefully I'll get some smooth, beautiful foiling results. For cardstock, I'm using Hammer Mill, and for foil, I'm reaching for one of my all-time favorites, the Spellbinders Aurora foil. I just love the soft, pretty shine it gives. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so here I'm just trimming my cardstock down to the size of the press plate and cutting a piece of foil with my Spellbinders scissors. So I'm just getting things set up and ready to go here. Once everything is ready, see, isn't that really pretty, that Aurora foil? It's really shiny and pretty. Look at all the different colors in the light. So once everything is ready, then I place the foil pretty side down onto the plate. And one thing I wish with these registration plates, I've heard someone say this before too, is that I wish they were made with heat-resistant acetate, because it does kind of warp a little bit when you do have the registration plate on the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. So just be aware of that. I've noticed that when playing with this. So, but it's okay. It won't. I haven't had anything else happen to it. So now that everything is already set up and ready to go, I like to use a couple of extra paper shims along with the plates and shims that come with the Glimmer system. I find it just helps me just get the right amount of pressure and usually results in much cleaner, more consistent foiling. Just remember to test your machines out so you don't get anything stuck. But that's what I do with mine, and I've had great results with my hot foiling that way. So here I'm just waiting for the green light to turn solid. So now that everything has had a chance to heat up, I'm removing the platform from the docking station and running it through my Spellbinders Platinum 6. This step transfers the foil onto the cardstock using pressure, which is what creates that beautiful foil design. Just running it through the machine very slowly. And here's the reveal. Just wait. Keep your fingers crossed, y'all. Okay, just gonna slide this back in here. And then we're gonna remove all the plates and everything and shims. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed. This part always makes me nervous because I don't want to have to redo anything. All right, here we go. Here's the reveal. I can see there that it's pressed into the cardstock. All right, it looks like it foiled beautifully. I'm so excited. Yay. So nice crisp lines and great coverage. Oh my goodness. I always get a little nervous before peeling the foil back, but this turned out so great, y'all. Definitely a thumbs up from me. And then I'm just going to remove everything here with my magnetic pickup tool off to the side to cool off. Yay! So next up is my favorite part, stenciling and ink blending. Seriously, where would we be without our stencils, am I right? I love how much detail and interest they can add to a card so quickly and make us all look like we know what we are doing. So for this step, I switched over to some Nita cardstock and secured my stencil with my Spellbinders Best Ever Craft Tape. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed one of my sticky mats, but mine are starting to lose their stickiness, so it's about time for some replacements soon. So for inks, I'm using Simon Hurley Create inks from his older color line, along with my waffle flower blending brushes. Since the ink blending gets a little repetitive, I didn't make you sit through the entire process. Through the magic of editing, I trimmed some of that out because I didn't want to bore y'all. So I'm just going to show you how to do a little bit of it here and there. So starting with Bee Sting. I'm just creating a rainbow of color of gift boxes today. And I was honestly just having so much fun with this part, watching all those bright colors come together as one of my favorite things about card making. Okay, so here I'm using a few Post-it notes to mask off the areas where I don't want any of the red ink to blend into. I also make sure to keep the stencil as flat against the cardstock as possible with my fingers to help prevent any ink from sneaking underneath. I don't want that, y'all. So taking a little extra time with the masking really helps keep those colors nice and crisp. One thing I love about this set is how easy it would be to mass produce cards. I could totally see myself making a whole batch of Christmas cards with it. Not only does it create these fun gift box backgrounds, but the set also includes several great holiday sentiments, making it easy to mix and match designs while keeping the card making process quick and enjoyable. Super cool. I love watching the color build as I work, and there's just something so relaxing about blending inks through a stencil. I'm so glad stencils became a thing in card making. They've just made life so much easier and simpler, especially with Simon Hurley inks. They are just so cute and fun to play with. They blend so beautifully, and they make the whole process even more enjoyable. So over the weekend, I received some of Simon's newest ink colors from his Stellar line for my birthday, for my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And I'm so excited, y'all, to play with them. I can't wait to get them out. These aren't it. I have to show them in another video. So I think one of these days I'm going to sit down and make some swatches so I can see all the colors together and get familiar with them. And honestly, I have plenty of time for that. I've been out of work now, I think maybe 4 or 5 years now, something like that. And card making, it's just become such an important creative outlet for me over the years. I've been doing this in my craft room for many years. I only recently started this on YouTube maybe 3 years ago, but I've been card making probably for 17, 18 years, something like that. My last job just really took a toll on my confidence and my mental health in general. So the thought of just going back into a traditional work environment, it feels pretty intimidating at times for me. So I like doing this. So what I'm actually incredibly grateful for as I sit here and ink blend, I am incredibly grateful for my very supportive and loving husband. Because of his love and his encouragement, I get to spend my days in my beautiful craft room, although often messy at times. My craft room, creating cards and making YouTube videos, I never take that for granted, y'all. You know, my dream one day is this channel might grow enough to generate some income. How amazing would that be to earn even a little money doing something I truly love? Until then, I'm just going to keep creating, sharing, enjoying every step of the journey. And I genuinely appreciate every single one of you who subscribes, watches, comments, and spends part of your week with me. Your support means more to me than you know, and I'm just so thankful you're here sharing this card making journey with me every week. And like I said, I try to post every week. I really want to do 2 videos. I'm trying to do that, but it's kind of hard. Because it takes a lot to work to get these videos out, thinking about the card process and what I want to work with and things like that. So it takes a lot of energy and thought into the process. So anyways, moving on. So I'm just loving how this ink blending is coming together, y'all. These colorful presents are turning out so fun, and it's really bringing the whole card design to life. Can you all see yourselves creating with this set? I'd love to know what colors you would use. Let me know down in the comments below. If you're interested in checking this out, I'll have my Hero Arts affiliate link listed down in the description box below. The Post-it notes were a huge help during this process. They really helped keep the ink where I wanted it and made it much easier to get clean, crisp lines on each present. I definitely recommend using some masking when working with these stencils. It really does help. So what I love most about this set is how versatile it is. You can easily create birthday cards, Christmas cards, and so many other celebration themed projects. And honestly, you don't even have to use the second stencil layer if you don't want to. The gift boxes look great on their own, and you could simply add a sentiment and call it done. That's another reason I think this set would be fantastic for mass-producing cards. You can keep the design simple or add more detail depending on how much time you have. And either way, you'll end up with a really fun card. And check out that reveal. I think that looks great. Everything turned out really nice. Alright, so let's move on to the die cutting part, y'all. It's time for some die cutting. I have my Spellbinders Platinum 6-pack out along with the Universal Plate System, and I'm using the Hero Arts Gift Boxes die set to cut out all the presents. So I'm just lining it up here, and I notice I have it a little bit off. I'm trying my best to line it up here, and I'm getting my best ever craft tape out to hold the die in place, but still I see that it's a little off. But that's okay. We're going to still go with it. Running it through, and this is such a really fun cover plate, y'all. The die that creates a card front full of gift boxes. I mean, come on now. It creates it in a variety of sizes. It's so fun. So you can use the die cut presents individually, or you can stack them up or arrange them however you like. So many different ways you can do this. So it's such a versatile set, and it works perfectly with the stencil designs we just created. So yeah, and I didn't get everything lined up perfectly when I did my stenciling, as you can see. So I'm bringing back out my inks for a little quick fix here. No big deal. I'm just doing a little bit of touch-up ink blending to fill a few spots in and make everything look a little cleaner. And honestly, that's one of the things I love about card making most of the time. If something doesn't go quite as planned, there's usually a way to fix it. Remember, there are no mistakes in card making, just creative opportunities. And I have to say, these presents are turning out so stinking cute. I absolutely love them. So this time I decided to go ahead and add a little splatter to the presents because, let's be honest, splatter makes almost everything more fun. To help contain the mess, I pulled out my Tim Holtz Splat Box. For the splatter, I'm using Hero Art's white acrylic speckle. I squeezed a few drops onto my glass mat, and then I used my distress sprayer to add a little water beside it, not directly into it because I wanted to keep the splatter nice and bright and white rather than watering it down too much. Then I grabbed a fan brush from my stash and picked up some of the white speckle and just started splattering away. I love the extra interest and texture this adds to the presents. It's a simple step, but it really helps bring everything to life and gives the gifts a fun, playful look. And now I'm going to set these off to dry. So I'm bringing back out my Tim Holtz Splat Box because I wanted to add a little something extra to the card panel. For that, I'm using Distress Spritz and Fossilized Amber. I love Fossilized Amber for splatter. It's really cool. And just lightly spritzing it all over the panel. I just didn't want the card panel to stay plain white. It just didn't like the look of it plain white. So I thought this would be a fun way to add a little more interest and sparkle. And look at that shimmer, y'all. It's subtle but catches the light so beautifully. Okay, so now it's time for some heat embossing fun, and I'm going to get out my Misty stamping tool along with the Hero Arts Just Because Stamp and Cut set from the Best Gift Ever collection. So I decided to stamp 2 sentiments while I was at it. Why not? I have the time here and the room on the cardstock. And the underwear sentiment is just too funny, and I may use that on the inside of the card. Who knows? So first, I'm treating my cardstock with an anti-static powder bag, which is a must for clean heat embossing. Then I'm inking up my stamps with Hero Arts Clear Embossing and Watermark ink. Since this ink pad is brand new and super juicy, 1 stamp is all I need. So next up, I'll get a piece of copy paper and place it underneath, and I generously cover my stamped sentiments with Hero Arts Gold Embossing Powder. It's currently sold out on the Hero Arts website, but I'll link it below using my Amazon affiliate link if you're looking for it. Then it's time for the fun part. I heat everything with my Wagner heat gun and watch the embossing powder melt into beautiful, shiny gold. I don't know about y'all, but that part never gets old. It gets me every single time. Okay, so this here is another birthday gift I just received, and of course I had to break it in today's video. My husband got me the Spellbinders Scout, and I'm so excited to finally have it in my craft room, y'all. I've been wanting this ever since it came out. I'm just trimming down my cardstock here, lining up the dies, securing them with Spellbinders Best Ever Craft Tape, and then I'm going to run everything through the machine. So long, brand new cutting plates. I have to say this lilac color is absolutely gorgeous, and I love the floral details and matching cutting plates. Such a pretty machine. So it's time to assemble the card, y'all, and I'm starting with the sentiment. I actually cut it out 2 additional times from plain white cardstock because I wanted to stack the layers and give it a little extra heft and dimension. For the gluing, I'm using Barely Art glue in my Spellbinders Fine Line bottle. Spellbinders, if you're listening, please bring these bottles back because I need more of them. This is such a simple step, but it really does make a difference. Adding those extra layers helps the sentiment stand out and gives it a nice finished look without adding a lot of bulk. Super easy to do and worth every effort. And the reverse tweezers really help here putting this together. Okay, that extra die cutting was totally worth it there. I love how that stacked sentiment turned out. Now it's time to figure out where I want all my gift boxes to go, so I'm doing a little dry fitting here before committing to anything. I think I like how that looks. I really am happy with how the layout right there. I'm gonna grab my press and seal Just doing a little more dry fitting, making sure that's what I like. And so this is one of my favorite tricks because it lets me pick up the entire arrangement at once and keeps everything exactly where I want it while gluing the pieces down. Makes it so easy. So I'm just getting out my Altenew foam tape here and I'm gonna pop these presents up. It just makes assembling the detailed die cut layout so much easier when you do the press and seal. It's so fun to do. So I noticed there was one little gift box that didn't get popped up with the rest, so I'm going to grab my liquid glue and put that one into place. I am really loving how this card is coming together, y'all. This card is actually for my husband since his birthday is also this month. June is a busy month for birthdays in my family, so I'm always making lots of birthday cards this time of year. I really hope he likes it. And can we talk about that sentiment at the top? I just love how it looks there. I think it finishes off the card perfectly, and it really pulls the whole design together. Just front and center right there at the top. Love it. So to finish up this card, I'm grabbing some Altenew foam tape and adding 3 strips to the back of the card panel. I like to add a little liquid glue on top of the foam tape too because it gives me a few extra seconds of wiggle room to get everything lined up just right before it sets. And that's going to do it for today's card, y'all. I had so much fun playing with the Hero Arts Best Gift Ever collection. All of those colorful presents and of course a little bit of foiling, ink blending, splatter, and shimmer along the way. So fun. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd love it if you do all the YouTube things. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It truly helps support my channel, and I'd be so happy to have you join me for future card making adventures. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I genuinely appreciate every view, every comment, and every one of you who takes time to watch my videos. Check that out. I got it lined up, I think, just right there. It looks so good. So until next time, y'all, happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next card making video. Thank you again. Ciao for now.